Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video takes us to a live stream where Here's the Deal talks to Chile about the issue with FUPA. But when another frauditor enters the scene and asks a very good question, Chile runs away like a scared little beta bitch boy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this frickin' S-show on the road, shall we?
I like what Tony Phillips says. He's a good auditor, but that glitch is a major foul for transparency.
So let me explain something a little bit. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So here's the thing. I want to just go ahead and say that if you want to blame someone, you can blame me. I personally called First Amendment Protection Agency on the phone, personally called him and said, this is a huge mistake.
What?
Oh, say it isn't so, Chili. Say it isn't so. Say that you didn't encourage that little moron to back out of that debate. That would be the cowardly thing to do right there, Chili, and you know that.
Do not engage with these nasty, disgusting trolls. You know, Frauditor trolls got a rude awakening coming. I have a couple things I got to get done here first. But he has done some things where I can enter him into the legal realm. And so he's going to have to face me in court because he's a piece of shit. And when you engage, I give the analogy like this. Take your
let me just stop you. Let's just stay away from all threatening legal action and ad hominems. Let's just drill down. I'm pretty sick of that. So let's just drill down.
So if you take the facts. If you take your fist and you punch a troll, right? And this is the reason why I haven't taken legal action. It's like punching a bucket of slime. The slime may splat everywhere, but you pull your fist back and you got slime all over your hand. And so that's the thing with these trolls. It's just, they're just disgusting. So you want to stay away from them completely. And to me, First Amendment Protection Agency is one of these guys who is really climbing. He's won the crowd, like in Gladiator.
Spoiler alert. FUPA and Maximus Decimus Meridius are not exactly in the same positions, since one is an egotistical maniac and the other one is a fictional character. One plays the victim card and the other one actually was a victim. And the fictional story of Maximus is greater than anything that FUPA could ever come up with anyway.
He won the crowd. And so because the crowd is won, and the analogy I gave Brian earlier was this. Let's say, for example, you see this gigantic, huge slide, but there's little tiny razor blades all over it. And you say, I'm going to go down that slide. And Brian doesn't like this example, but this example I gave him. And then you climb the ladder to the slide and you get up to the top and there's a man of wisdom standing there. And he says, don't go down this slide. But the crowd down there is going, you said you were going to go down the slide. You said you were going to go down the slide. But the man of wisdom is standing there saying, if you go down the slide, this is going to tear you apart. It's going to rip up your whole backside. And that is what I was saying.
If that's the kind of example that you gave to FUPA, is it any wonder why he backed out? Because he doesn't have the brain capacity to figure out that it's a very flawed metaphor to begin with. I mean, good freaking grief. Because it's coming from a man who backed out of a fight a couple years ago because he claimed his doctor told him that he had high blood pressure or something like that, and therefore could not fight. Yeah, you're gonna listen to this guy? Oh my goodness, dude. Chili really is molding him into his own image.
That is what I was saying, is you don't have to do something if it's gonna hurt you because the crowd wants you to, because you said, I was supposed to have constitutional law scholar done in December. It's not done yet. Am I a horrible person? No, it just takes longer. It takes longer than I wanted it to take. So First Amendment Protection Agency, I was the one who advised him not to involve himself with trolls. And now look at our side over here. Now we're having this discussion, and this is what the trolls wanted. They wanted to create some disarray in our little group over here. You know,
Chili, I really don't think that was the intention of anybody on our side to create that kind of discord at this moment. I think that was more of a result of you giving bad advice to FUPA over there. You see, it's a chain reaction. Apparently, FUPA was about ready to do this thing, but you talked him out of it, and he backed out. He was declared a coward by a lot of people, which created a situation that had to be addressed by your community because of something that you did. And so now you're blaming everybody else but yourself. Sounds like a typical frauditor to me.
We can't even get people to agree to be in a group chat together. Can't have this person in, can't have we're all on the same side. But we seem to, for some reason, want to fight one another instead of help one another and assist one another. And so I think that's where Brian, and I told Brian this already personally, I think that we should have heard from all sides. We should have heard all truths and not just the perspective that he didn't keep his word and that's the only truth. There's multiple other truths here. And that's
Chile, you did everything but answer the question. Where is it wrong to say that if you say you're going to do something, you do it?
Well, because the thing is that you don't have to do something because your ego is involved. And when you don't have to go down that razor blade slide because you told the crowd that you would. When you hear the voice,
that's apples and oranges, right? You're literally.
Is it ego, Chili? Is it ego, right? You gave your word. What's ego got to do with it? How did it become ego? When you gave your word, now you got to keep it. He don't get excuses.
Good point, Joe. Cool. But wait. Let me bounce off that because I wasn't that Chili.
I appreciate it. I don't do panels. Let me know. I'll come back when it's just you and I. I'll come back later in this chat. Joe, nice to see you, buddy. Love you. Good to see you.
Yes.
Be easy.
Oh my goodness, Joe Cool, you ruined this whole thing by asking Chili a sensible question right there. And he just had to get all butthurt and leave. Oh my goodness, dude, you ruined it. Actually, no, he ruined it by walking out like the butthurt moron that he was, because he can't get anybody to listen to him. Oh well, let's carry on, shall we?
Okay. That was a good question.
I'm sorry. I'll bail if you want them back.
No. I thought we could all just have a discussion here, but that's a good question. It's apples and oranges. But besides that, how is ego not involved when you don't do what you're going to say you're going to do?
Well, ego was certainly involved in both frauditors' failure at this point. The failure with delete laws because he, well, just had to interfere in this whole thing and convince FUPA to, well, bail out when he really should have done this. It would have probably helped FUPA out in the long run to give him some press, and any press is good press, or that's what some people say anyway. Now, as far as Chili bailing out on the situation, well, I'm just going to go ahead and give him a tube of BHK's Butthurt Cream, Elves Edition. But you know what? Those elves put some really strange things in this formula, so you might want to be careful with it. And here's one more parting gift for you, Chili, before I get out of here.
I cry like Snoopy.
And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
This could be some groundbreaking stuff right here.
You don't want to go to jail.
For what?
You read this.
I don't have to listen to anything. Blah, 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 blah.
Dude, so there's no way I can get in, bro? Come on, I'll put you on my YouTube.
Then shut up, Wesley.
You gotta put signs up, ma'am, if it's...
Are you Glenn Serio?
Who's that?